చెప్పండి. అవునండి.
Okay, today we are going to discuss about some problems related to the transients. Okay, first, an overhead line is connected to a terminal operators through a length at a single phase cable. Okay, the characteristics of the cable having the 400 milliliter, having 40 mm, sorry, in that this is the 40 ohms ma. Okay, this is 400 ohms and 50 ohms. Okay, 400 and 50 ohms. Okay, this is the 450 ohms. Okay, resistance, a traveling wave of 100 kilovolts magnitude originates in the overhead transmission line and travels towards the junction with the cable. Okay, determine the energy transmitted into the cable during a period at a bus after the arrival of two wave at the junctions. Okay, what is the voltage that will be reflected back into the line? Okay, we find out the what amount of voltage that will be reflected back. Okay, that will be calculated by using this given data. First, what is the given data? An overhead line is connected to the terminals operated through a length at a single phase cable. Okay, the characteristics impedance is being 450 ohms. Okay, that is the characteristic impedance, that is 450 ohms. That means the Z1 is equal to the, okay, that means Z1 is equal to, okay, Z1 is equal to the 400 ohms. Okay, therefore that is the characteristic impedance. That means the Z1 is equal to the 400 ohms and also Z2 is equal to the 50 ohms. Okay, this is the characteristic impedance. This is the characteristic impedance. Okay, Z1 is equal to the 400 ohms and then Z2 is equal to the 50 ohms. Okay, a traveling wave of 100 kilovolts magnitude organizes into the, that means the voltage V is equal to the, okay, that means V is equal to the 100 kilovolts. Okay, therefore the voltage that is V is equal to the 100 kilovolts. Okay, therefore voltage V is equal to the 100 kilovolts magnitude organized in the overhead lines and travels towards the junction with the cable. Okay, determine the energy transmitted into the cable. Okay, we are determining the energy transmitted into the cable during a period at after the arrival of that wave at the junction. And also we calculate the reflected back voltage, that is the reflected voltage ER. Okay, by using this given data we calculate the reflected voltage, that is the VR. Okay, reflected voltage VR is equal to, what is the formula for that reflected voltage? ER is equal to the E into, ER is equal to the E into Z2 minus Z1 by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, therefore ER is equal to E into Z2 minus Z1 by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, this is the reflected voltage. Okay, where Z2 is equal to the 50 ohms and also Z1 is equal to the 400 ohms by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, this is the reflected voltage ER. This is the reflected voltage ER. Okay, now first we find out the transmitted voltage, that is the ET. Okay, what is the formula for that transmitted voltage? Okay, therefore the transmitted voltage ET is equal to the, okay, this is the transmitted voltage formula, that is ET is equal to the, okay, transmitted voltage ET is equal to the 2E Z2 by 2E Z2 by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, by Z1 plus Z2. 2E Z2 by Z1 plus Z2, where Z2 is equal to 50 ohms and also Z1 is equal to the 400 ohms. Okay, substitute that values, then we calculate the IT. Okay, then we calculate the IT, that is the transmitted current. Okay, ET is the transmitted voltage, that is ET is equal to 2 into E Z2 by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, therefore, what is the IT? According to the Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. Okay, therefore, IT is equal to the, therefore, IT is equal to the ET by ZT. Okay, IT is equal to ET by ZT. Okay, what is that ET? ET is equal to 2E Z2 by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, then Z2. Okay, ZT means the Z2. What is the Z2 value? That is 50 ohms. Okay, this is the transmitted voltage and also transmitted current and also reflected voltage and also reflected voltage. Okay. First, we calculate the transmitted voltage. After that, we calculate the transmitted current and then we find out the reflected voltage. Okay, and then we find out the reflected voltage. Okay, that is the ER. Okay, therefore, ER is equal to the 2. ER is equal to the E into Z2 minus Z1 by Z2 plus Z1. E into Z2 minus Z1 by Z2 plus Z1. Okay, then incident voltage E is equal to the 100 kilovolts. Okay, therefore the incident voltage E is equal to the 100 kilovolts. Okay, next the transmitted voltage, that is ET. Okay, therefore ET is equal to 2E Z2 by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, where Z2 is equal to the, Z2 is equal to the 50 ohms. Okay, Z2 is equal to the 50 and also E is equal to the, and also E is equal to the 100 kilovolts. Okay, E is equal to 100. Okay, that is equal to the 2 into 100. Okay, that is equal to the 2 into 100 by Z2 is equal to the 50. Z2 is equal to the 50 by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, Z1 is equal to the 400 plus Z2. Okay, therefore Z2 is equal to the 50 ohms. Okay, Z2 is equal to the 50 ohms. Okay, therefore 2E Z2 by Z1 plus Z2, that is equal to 2 into 100 into 50 by 400 plus 50. 400 plus 50. Okay, that is equal to the 22.2 kilovolts. Okay, that is equal to 22.2 kilovolts. Okay, this is the transmitted voltage. Okay, this is the transmitted voltage. Then we calculate the transmitted current. Okay, then we calculate the transmitted current. Okay, that is IT. Okay, therefore IT is equal to the ET by ZT. ET by ZT. ET by ZT means the Z2. ET by ZT means the Z2. Okay, therefore Z2 is equal to the 50. Okay, then 22.22 kilovolts by 50 is equal to 444.4 amperes. Okay, this is the transmitted current. Okay, then the IT is equal to the transmitted current. Okay, next energy transmitted into the cable during a period of 2 bus bars, during a period of 2 microseconds. Okay, during a period of 2 bus bars in the microseconds. Okay, that will be 2 microseconds. Therefore ET IT into T. Okay, therefore ET IT into T. Okay, where ET is the transmitted voltage, IT is the transmitted current, and also T. T is the time, that is equal to 2 microseconds. Okay, therefore T is equal to the 2 microseconds. That means 2 into 10 power minus 6. Micro is equal to the 10 power minus 6. That is 2 into 10 power minus 6. Okay, 22.22 into 444 into 4 into 2 into 10 power minus 6. That is equal to 19.755. Okay, this is the energy transmitted into the cable during a period of 2 microseconds. Okay, during a period of 2 microseconds, this is the energy transmitted in the cable. Okay, this is the energy transmitted in the cable. Next, the reflected voltage. Okay, next we find out the reflected voltage, that is the ER. Okay, that is the ER. Okay, therefore ER is equal to the E into Z2 minus Z1 by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, this is the formula for that reflected voltage, that is the ER. Okay, therefore ER is equal to the E. The E is equal to the 100. Okay, 100 into Z2 is 50. 50 minus Z1 is 400 by 50 plus 400 by 50 plus 400. Okay, then this is the 77.78 kilovolts. Okay, next and overhead. Next, this is the reflected voltage. Next, coming to the next problem, an overhead transmission line having a surge impedance of 500 ohms. Okay, in that the given problem, the surge impedance is the 500 ohms branches into 2 lines. Okay, having a impedance of 40 ohms and the 60 ohms, that is the Z1 and the Z2. Okay, 40 ohms and the 60 ohms respectively. If a traveling wave of magnitude, that is equal to the 100 kilovolts. Okay, if a traveling wave of magnitude 100 kilovolts. Okay, then the travels along the overhead line. Along the overhead line, calculate the magnitude of voltage and I. Okay, calculate the magnitude of voltage and I and IN, the overhead line and in the 2 branches immediately offering the traveling wave has reached to work. Okay, has reached to work. Okay, this is the given problem. In that the given data is the surge impedance. Therefore, surge impedance means the ZC. Okay, therefore, the given data, that is surge impedance, that is equal to the ZC. sorry, ZC is the surge impedance. Okay, therefore the surge impedance ZC is equal to the 500 ohms. Okay, therefore the surge impedance ZC is equal to the 500 ohms. Okay, next we calculate the impedance, that is the Z1 is equal to, okay, sorry, that is the Z1 is equal to the, what is that? That is 40 ohms. Z1 is equal to the 40 ohms. Z2 is equal to, what is the Z2 value? Sorry, mouse punch it. Z2 is equal to the 60 ohms. Okay, therefore Z2 is equal to 60 ohms. Okay, therefore the surge impedance, that is the ZC. Therefore the surge impedance, that is ZC. Okay, ZC is equal to the 500 ohms. Z1 is equal to the 40 ohms and Z2 is equal to the 60 ohms. Okay, if the traveling wave of magnitude, that means the voltage E is equal to the 100 kilovolts. Okay, is, that is the transmitted voltage is equal to the 100 sorry సరిగ్గా పడట్లేదమ్మా. Okay, therefore E is equal to the 100 kilovolts. Okay, this is the given data. By using this data we determine the, okay, by using this data we determine the transient voltage and also the reflected voltage and also the reflected currents. Okay. Okay, therefore voltage E is equal to 100 kilovolts. The overhead line ZC, that means the surge impedance. Okay, this is the surge impedance of overhead line, that is equal to the ZC. Okay, therefore ZC is equal to the 500 ohms. Okay, ZC is equal to 500 ohms. Branch impedances is equal to, that is Z1 and the Z2 is equal to the 40 and 60 ohms. Okay, next we calculate the transmitted voltage, that is ET. Okay, therefore ET is equal to the 2E by ZC plus Z1, Z2 by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, this is the formula related to that transmitted voltage, that is ET. 2E, E means the 100 by ZC. ZC is the surge impedance. Okay, therefore substitute that values and then we determine the transmitted voltage. Okay, and then we determine the transmitted voltage, that is E is equal to the 100. Okay, 2 into 100. Okay, therefore 2 into 100 by ZC. ZC is all equal to the surge impedance. Okay, what is the surge impedance? That is the 500 ohms. Okay, by 500 plus Z1. Okay, what is the value for that Z1? Z1 is equal to the 40 into 60. into 60 by 40 plus 60. 40 into 60 by 40 plus 60. Okay, then we calculate the transmitted voltage ET. ET is equal to 9.16 kilovolts. Okay, this is the transmitted voltage. Okay, next we calculate the transmitted current. Okay, what is the formula for the transmitted current? That is IT. Okay, a transmitted current, that is IT. IT is equal to the ET by ZT. IT is equal to the ET by ZT. Okay, therefore, ET is equal to the 9.16 kilovolts by, it is equal to the 9.16 kilovolts by Z2. Okay, IT1 means the Z1, IT2 is equal to the Z2. Okay, what is that Z1? Z1 is equal to the 40. Z1 is equal to 40, Z2 is equal to the 60. Okay, therefore, the transmitted current, that is IT, is equal to the 9.16 by Z1. Z1 is equal to the 40. Okay, then calculate the IT1 and also IT2. IT2 is equal to ET2 by Z2. ET by Z2. Okay, what is that value for that ET? ET is equal to the 100. Okay, substitute 100 by 60. 100 by 60. Okay, then ET is equal to the 100 by 60. That is equal to 152.67 amperes. Okay, that is IT2 is equal to the 152.67 amperes. Okay, this is the transmitted current. Okay, this is the transmitted current. Okay, next we calculate the reflected current. Okay, next we calculate the reflected current. Okay, what is the formula for that reflected current? Reflected current is equal to the, reflected current is equal to, first we find out the reflected voltage. Okay, what is the formula for that reflected current? Reflected current is equal to the IT1 plus IT2, IT1 plus IT2 minus I. Okay, minus I. What is that IT1? IT1 equal to 229 amperes. Okay, what is the IT2? That is 152.67 amperes. Okay, minus I. Okay, we determine the current I. Okay, we determine the current I. First, we determine the current I. After that, we calculate the reflected current. What is the formula for that current I? I is equal to the E by ZC. Okay, what is that formula? Current I is equal to the, according to Ohm's law, I equal to E by R. Okay, in the transmission line, therefore, the I is equal to the E by ZC. Okay, where E is the voltage, transmitted voltage, and also ZC is equal to the surge impedance. Okay, ZC is equal to the surge impedance. Okay, what is that value? We already given in that given data, that is ZC. ZC is equal to the 500 ohms. Okay, therefore, the surge impedance is equal to the 500 ohms. Okay, therefore, the surge impedance is equal to the 500 ohms. Okay, next we calculate the I. I is equal to E by ZC. Okay, then we calculate the I is equal to the 100. Okay, 100 by 500, that is equal to the 200 amperes. 200 amperes. Okay, this is the current. Okay, substitute that current in the equation, reflected current, then we obtain the overall solution for that problem. Okay, then reflected voltage ER is equal to ET minus E. Okay, the reflected voltage ER is equal to ET minus E. Okay, that is equal to minus 90.84 kilovolts, that is equal to minus 90.84 kilovolts. Okay, next we calculate the incident current. Okay, next we calculate the incident current, that is I. Okay, incident current I is equal to E by ZC. Incident current I is equal to E by ZC. Okay, that is equal to 100 into kilovolts means the 1000 by 500. That is equal to 200 amperes. This is the incident current. Okay, after that we calculate the reflected current. That is reflected current is equal to IT1 plus IT2 minus I. Okay, that is equal to the 181.67 amperes. Okay, IT1 is equal to 229. IT2 is equal to 152.67 amperes minus I. Okay, I is equal to the 200 amperes. Then finally we obtain the reflected current. Okay, this is the solution for the problem. Next, coming to the next problem. And 100 kilovolt 2 microseconds and 100 kilovolts 2 microseconds rectangular surge travels along the line. Okay, along the line terminated by an inductance of 1 millihenry. Okay, terminated by an inductance of 1 millihenry. Okay, determine the voltage across the inductance and also the reflected voltage wave if the surge impedance of the line is the 500 ohms. Okay, if the surge impedance of the line is the 500 ohms. Next, first write down the given data. Surge impedance means the ZC. Okay, ZC is equal to the 500 ohms. Okay, therefore ZC is equal to the 500 ohms. Okay, next inductance L is equal to the 1 millihenry. Inductance L is equal to the 1 millihenry. Okay, next time T is equal to 2 microseconds. Okay, 2 microseconds. Okay, next incident voltage, that is the E, is equal to the 100 kilovolts. Okay, next we calculate the voltage across the inductor. Okay, we already derived the formula for that voltage across the inductance and also capacitance and also the resistance. Okay, what is that voltage across the inductance? That is EL. L is equal to, okay, therefore L is equal to the ET. Okay, that is the transmitted voltage. Okay, therefore voltage across the inductor, voltage across the inductor is equal to the transmitted voltage, that is the ET. Okay, that is the ET. Okay, it is equal to LE into e power minus ZC by L into T. Okay, minus ZC by L into T. Okay, what is that inductance value? That is L is equal to the 1 millihenries and also voltage, that is the transmitted voltage, that is equal to the incident voltage, that is equal to the E. What is that incident voltage? That is equal to the 100 kilovolts. Okay, the incident voltage E is equal to the 100 kilovolts. Okay, and e power minus ZC. Okay, ZC is the surge impedance. Surge impedance is equal to the 500 ohms. Okay, 500 by L. L is the inductance. Okay, therefore inductance L is equal to the 1 millihenry. Okay, the inductance L is equal to the 1 millihenry by L into T. Okay, substitute that values. Therefore, L is equal to the 1 millihenry. Milli means the 10 power minus 3. 10 power minus 3 milli. into E is equal to the 100. E power minus surge impedance is equal to the 500 ohms. By L. L is equal to the 1 millihenry. Okay, then T is equal to the T is equal to 2 microseconds. T is equal to 2 microseconds. Then we obtain the 181 kilovolts. Okay, next we calculate the reflected voltage. Next we calculate the reflected voltage, that is the ER. Okay, then ER is equal to the E into 2e power minus ZCL into T minus 1. Okay, 2e power minus ZCL into T minus 1. Okay, that is 100 into 2e power minus ZC is the surge impedance, 500 into T is the time microseconds, 2 microseconds, 2 by inductance L. L is equal to 1 millihenry. Milli means the 10 cube. Okay, and 1000, that means 1000 minus 1. Okay, minus 1. Then we obtain the 81 kilovolts. Okay, this is the reflected voltage ER. Okay, this is the reflected voltage ER. Okay, therefore the reflected voltage ER is equal to E into 2 into E power minus ZC by C. So ZC by L. ZC by L into T minus 1. Okay, then this 81 kilovolts. Okay, this is the reflected voltage and this is the voltage across the inductor or the transmitted voltage. Voltage across the inductor and also the transmitted voltage. Okay, this is the given problem. Reflected voltage and also the transmitted voltage. Okay, the surge impedance is the 500 ohms and also inductance is equal to the 1 millihenries. Okay, then time T is equal to the 2 microseconds. This is the incident voltage. Then we calculate the transmitted voltage and also the reflected voltages and also the reflected voltages. Okay, before going to the reflected voltage, we calculate the voltage across the inductance or the transmitted voltage. The voltage across the inductance and the transmitted voltage. Okay, this is the solution for that problem and this is the sum of the problems that will be related to the reflected voltages and also the incident voltages and also the voltage across the inductance and also the voltage across the capacitance values. Okay. So first problem, second problem. And this is the third problem. In the first problem, we calculate the transient voltage and also the reflected voltages. Okay, in that second problem, we calculate the reflected current. Okay, while calculating that reflected current, we are calculating the incident currents. Okay, next in the third problem, we calculate that is the reflected voltage, that is ER. Reflected voltage ER is equal to E into 2e power minus ZC by L into T minus 1. Okay, that is equal to 100 into 2e power minus 500 into T is the 2 microseconds. Okay, 2 into 10 power minus 6 by L is the inductance, that is the 1 millihenries. Okay, by 1000 minus 1. Okay, that is the reflected voltage ER. Okay, that is the reflected voltage. Okay, this is the sum of the problems that will be related to the transmitted voltages and also reflected voltages and also the transmitted currents and also the reflected currents. Okay, in the in this in this problem, the voltage across the inductance and also the voltage across the capacitance is also calculated by using the different formulas. Okay, in this unit, the remaining topics are the attenuation and also distractions and also the types of transients. Okay, which types of transients are to be obtained in the case of a transmission lines? That means we are having the mainly two types of transients are obtained. Okay, that is the single energy transient. Second one is the double energy transients. Okay, suppose the single energy transients means that these transients are produced by one form of a stored energy only. Okay, these transients are developed in the RL circuits and also in the case of a RC circuits. Okay, similarly, double energy transients, these transients are produced by both forms of stored energies and also the electromagnetic energy and also the electrostatic energies. Okay, these transients are developed in the RLC circuits. Okay, the single energy transients are obtained in the case of a RL circuits and also the RC circuits. Okay, these transients are further classified into initialization transients, subsidence transients and transmission transients and complex transients. Okay, these transients are further classified into these types. Okay, mainly we are having the two types of transients that will be developed in the case of a transmission line, that is the single energy transients and also the double energy transients. Okay, this is the and also we are having the some another topic is there, that is the attenuation and the distraction. Okay, okay, this is a very important topic that will be related in the transients. Okay, so what is meant by the attenuation and what is meant by the distractions, that all will be discussed in the next class, that is tomorrow class. Okay. That is the types of transients, single energy transients, double energy transients. Okay, amma time అయిపోతుంది ఇంకా లీవ్ చేయనా. Okay, next class లో types of transients అలాగే buffering circuits అలాగే మనం attenuation and distraction గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసుకుందాం. Okay, thank you.